the latest breaking news is supposed to be that the Jackson family has announced who is going to be a part of the Jackson Tribute Show.
Now, we had talked about this earlier, and half the family was on board, half the family wasn't. We found out that the half that wasn't on board because of the trial going on at the same time. But the half that was tried to get everything going, and they've just had to postpone ticket sales because, oh, lo and behold, people don't want to buy tickets for something they don't know who is performing at.
They were supposed to announce last week who was performing, and then they said they were going to announce today who was performing.
Yes.
I've yet to see anything except CeeLo says he's going to do it.
The only guy they've got is the guy that's literally performing on anybody that will call him. You know, anybody that will.
Do you think he'll come on our show?
I bet he probably would. He'd probably
right.
show up. Yeah, he's kind of that guy, but everybody else has said no so far.
Well, you know what? I'm excited to see CeeLo, but I heard that Justin Bieber has already turned it down. Chris Brown turned it down. No. But they're waiting on Jay-Z.
Well, Jay-Z actually, I think, is probably going to decline. We're still waiting to see on that. The rumors are possibly yes on Christina Aguilera and maybe Kanye West.
Okay.
So,
well, that's a good, you know, those are two big ones.
If they can get them, it'll draw some people.
All right, and it's supposed to be announced today. We'll let you know if we hear anything, okay? This is amazing. We're talking about singers. A big singer was attacked.
Yes, Gavin DeGraw. He did the songs "I Don't Want to Be" and "Sweet Chariot." He's been opening up for bands like Train lately and a few other. He was apparently hanging out with some friends and left the place, got attacked by a group of thugs, and then, to make matters worse, gets hit by a taxi and ends up in the hospital with a concussion, broken nose, bruises, black eyes, you name it.
Is he okay?
He's fine. He's been released, so he's just kind of licking his wounds, I think, at this point.
All right, there you go. Well, here in Arizona, one of the Twilight stars was arrested. But that's not, we're not talking Kristen Stewart, but still, he's one of the Wolf
They keep
Pack.
saying he's one of the stars, but he's one of the Wolf Pack, you know what I mean?
Sounds better to say
Is it Kawhi?
star.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
I think so, something like that.
Anywho, he got arrested down in Mesa, and they hauled him off to jail due to an outstanding warrant. He had gotten arrested or nailed for drug paraphernalia or something like that. Didn't show up for court, so he had an outstanding warrant. Then he got nailed for DUI.
Ouch.
It's not looking too great for this guy, but they're saying he's going to have a few spots coming up in the upcoming Twilight movie. So
yeah, he's supposed to be in Breaking Dawn and everything. He's a werewolf.
Yeah.
So he's one of the pack of werewolves.
If they can get a TV in Tent City, then he can sit there with all his buddies and go, "That's me, that's me."
No, he's going to get out. He's going to be okay, and he's going to put his life together. You do it. All right. Dirty Dancing remake. So many people are talking about this.
Some good, some bad. I mean, nobody puts Baby in a corner unless, of course, she's in her 50s now. So, you know, we're looking at a possible Dirty Dancing remake, and the rumors have been floating around, but they seem to be getting really strong.
I thought they confirmed it.
Well, it's been confirmed. We haven't gotten any super hard evidence. Yeah, no staff yet. But they're saying it's the guy that choreographed like High School Musical 3 and a few other big ones. So if it is done, hopefully it'll be done well, and hopefully they'll get rid of this creepy 30-year-old guy and 16-year-old girl thing that they had going on in the original one.
I know. I never put that together like at the time, but now looking at it as a parent, I'm kind of like,
you're like, I put Baby in a corner. She's my daughter.
She's grounded. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But I heard Zac Efron could be up in the running for Patrick Swayze.
See, no, I would buy that because he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't look 30. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know who would play the Jennifer Grey character. We'll have to keep watching that. All right. Catwoman. The new Batman movie is coming out. Anne Hathaway is Catwoman. And people are like annoyed at this cat suit.
The last person to play Catwoman, obviously Michelle Pfeiffer. Well, no, I guess it was Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Okay, both of them super hot. And they're just kind of, I guess, scoffing at this Catwoman because it doesn't seem to have as much sex appeal maybe, but she's saying, listen, hold your horses, wait till you see some more pictures as they leak out. You're going to be very pleasantly surprised. So.
All right, a Bewitched, speaking of like witches and cats, a Bewitched remake, which I thought they already did a couple times.
Didn't we learn our lesson with Will Ferrell on this one?
I know, but this is going to be a TV show. That's all. All right.
That's all I got for that.
There you go. Big money makers when you're looking at who gets paid what. Ashton is the king.
Well, this is proof that the economy leaves nobody out. I believe Charlie Sheen was making, what, 1.2 to 1.5 per episode?
An episode.
I know.
This is an NBC News special report.
All right, well, we were talking about Ashton.
The economy, and boom, it hits.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Before that came out, making $700,000 an episode, maybe he can invest and help us all out, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully he didn't lose all his 401k because you never know when Demi Moore is going to look for another cub.
Well, hopefully none of us did. All right, thanks a lot, Chris. We will listen to you tomorrow morning, 98.7 The Peak, of course.